Okay. How you doing? How you doing, YouTube? How you doing, world? It's story time. I was wondering how I was gonna start the story, but in life there's no starting point. You just start, all right? And let's go. I always wanted to be able to join the YouTube community, join the online community. I am like a dinosaur to this thing, but I'm gonna take my time to build my fan base, to build my community of people that want to show kindness and love and appreciation, and able to give game to each other. And that's just what this is about. It's like hanging out. Back in the day, we'd get out and hang out with each other, but now we hang out online and outside. I remember when I first got to America, my dad bought us a computer, right? Well, my parents bought us a computer. And it so happens that I was very intuitive. I'm still very intuitive, right? But I'm just saying at that age, I was about 14, 15. 14, yeah, I'm 15. I was intuitive to just anything. And a computer came for Christmas. So it was like in a box, right? Like, you know, the box computer, that the computer is right here, and you got the monitor right there, and you know, and you have to basically assemble it. And there's a certain way you're supposed to assemble it. The plugins, the keyboard, the mouse, the computer itself, everything had to be plugged in to a certain socket, and they all were shipped a certain way, right? And you could literally mess up the teeth, the little small teeth. If you assemble a computer back in the days, you will know. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm from Africa. I'm a kid. Don't forget, I'm a kid from Africa that is supposed to be illiterate, and I'm figuring this thing out myself because my dad said my uncle was supposed to help us. I didn't want to wait for my uncle, so I ended up assembling the computer myself. So I was now on the computer. Since I assembled it, I'm able to sit on the computer. And the computer was in my room too. Oh no, you know that's a bad thing at that time. So I was on the internet doing all type of things. Oh. Anyways, so there's something called cyber chat where you talk online. There was cyber chat on the phone too back in the days, remember? So we'll just sit on there and hang out, you know, talk about sports, talk about anything under the sun. Basically being adults, but we're kids. And some of us, our parents knew about it. Some of us, our parents didn't know about it. And so that was where the cyber world started for me, or for us. And now it's grown to this internet thing, social media thing. But if you're from where I'm from, you know where this social media thing started. You know, it's through the cyber chat, right? Cyber chat. And well, listen, I'm on that overpass because I'm waiting for a friend to get off the train. So I said, let me take this chance to start making this recording on this story, because I'm telling the story just basically about my experience. First, we're gonna focus my experience from here to Africa. I just got up one day and said, you know what, let's go to Africa. But I didn't just get up. Something happened, you know. So that's what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna talk about what led up to me packing my bags, our experience when we got there, the things we had to go through while we're there. Went through a lot of trials, and then me being the head of the family and the guy, I had to, you know, come back to America, to the States, to get things right and go back, check on the kids and the wife, and come back, you know, get some more resources, and then go back, check on the wife and the kids, You know, like, I mean, a lot of people were expecting me to just leave my wife and kids there. Like, oh, yeah, you know. And I ain't know people, that was the thing, that people do that. People really, like, take their wife and kids somewhere and then just leave them there and then be like, oh, well, let me get strong real quick. I'm not really, and they're just chilling. No, every year, sometimes 2 times a year, I gotta go see my wife physically, my wife and kids, because one thing is for sure, you know, two things for certain. There's danger everywhere. There's bad everywhere. There's evil everywhere. And I was gonna go make sure that my family is okay. I didn't care what family of, meaning when I say family, parents, friends, whoever, what they had to say. Because if you're not experiencing what I'm going through, and if you're not supported physically, not giving me mental support, spiritual support, I'm not gonna stop the brakes of my vehicle of rescuing or helping my family get to a better situation to listen to you. You know, so anyway, we're gonna talk about that, right? There's that. So there's a lot to talk about. So, and we are basically in a discussion, me and you. This is a story about how we just got up out of nowhere and said, let's go. You see, about 2008, 2007, 2008, I got real used to New York. You know, in New York, you get a lot of information on the street. That's like the big city is the original social media. You get all the news, all the gossip, all the conspiracy theorist things on the street, right? This was when the BlackBerry was out and other things. So anyway, I started getting into discussions with people on the street, side corners. I'm from Africa. Don't mind the fact that I'm speaking like an American. I'm actually from like the village of West Africa, Moyamba. If you go in my vlogs or if you go in my videos, I will upload some old videos when I landed there on my other page, on my other YouTube page. But I have some good footages about me and my experiences there. I didn't get really a lot of footages because of some trials and tribulations, but I got enough. So, let me don't get off topic real quick. So, it happened that where 2010, I met my wife, right? And we're vibing on some Fuji's vibe, I guess we can say back to Africa, Pan-Africanist vibing type of atmosphere with us, And I'm from Africa, she's from St. Vincent, which is the islands. So we figure, this is very relatable. Comes to like demographic of location from where we're from. So she had this thing where she's like, yo, I want to see Africa. I hear it on TV, I read it in books, but I want to see it myself. And she's with an actual African, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm with like an islander, like an extension of Bob Marley. Like, and this is how we think in Africa, right? And I've never been to the islands. I'm still want to go to the islands. But she's been to Africa, she's there now, as we speak. So that was like our dream, like our #1 bucket list. So we started with that. Of everything we wanted to accomplish, if we can just do that and we died today, it was okay. So this is now. It's not even 2010. It's not even 2012 yet. Now it's 2010. We're vibing. We're talking, and circumstances arise. I won't really go deep. By myself, I will have her around me, so me and her telling the story, me and her taking segments out of what I'm saying to go deeper. And we had some real moments, intimate, real reasons, and kind of Right now we're telling you like the top, but we might create a page where we're telling you some real deep secrets. So you could, right now we're really telling you the surface, and we're not just gonna tell you for free. You know, this is something you have to show support of us about, because we need your support. But besides that, everybody needs support. You know, like, share if you like the story. So we decided that, you know what, let's go to Florida. Florida is like close to, because you know she's from New York and I'm like from Philadelphia, even though I grew up in Delaware. Delaware and Philly is like almost like the same thing. We like combine them together in our heads, right? So anyway, yeah, by the way, look, I had a little accident where yeah, that's another story for another day. We're gonna get into this part. I had a whole accident where the car almost exploded with me, and I'll tell you how I ended up surviving, how I'm still here with you guys. I've got 3 daughters, a wife to take care of. You know, just bear with me and pray for me. I'm gonna need all your prayers, guys. So, back to the story, right? So, we moved to Miami. And if you check the videos, you will see some footages from Miami to show you. Us in Miami, just, you know, young kids, you know, us just, me in my early 20s, her too, you know, and she's like 18, 19, and we like, you know, just trying to figure out life. But it was an experience. It's an experience that only you can see in movies.